apparently put up something on his story. People were saying, I don't know what though.
Well, that's absolutely fine. I don't give a shit. I'll go to the police about that as well. Everything you'll post, I'll go to the police.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if there's no case, so Zach, there's no case, but you've got nothing to lose by doing it.
Oh, no. Trust me, there's stuff that I literally physically have. I'm not saying it's Kieran, I'm not saying it's it, but I'm literally warning everyone, every single one of you that have tried to get into my space and affect me, I'm coming for each and every one of you. Yeah,
me too.
Like, I've been quiet and I've done my thing and I've just allowed it and let you all say your fucking shitty comments and your little poke, but no. And then I watch you all cry about it.
Someone has said Corey and EQ going after Miss Red next. I've got the video proof. Well, where's the video, David? I don't believe that, to be honest.
Corey and EQ.
The video on Delete Adventure 17. I don't believe it at all, sorry. But you can put it up on here.
I'll still be doing the breakfast, guys. Like, if I'm not at work, I'll be doing it. And if I'm at work, I just won't. That's it. No, literally.
David, then send it to Delete Adventure 17. Post the video, then, if that's the case, because you're the only one that's got that.
What did they say?
I don't know. They just said Corey and Miss EQ's going for Miss Red next. I don't believe that because Corey is Miss Red's friend, even though I do think he's.
Well, if EQ gets my full support.
Oh, EQ, yeah, maybe, but I don't believe Corey is because Corey was sitting next to her in the box. He's always in her box.
Yeah, EQ's just got their melons done. She's flat out. She ain't got time.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it because it's come from David. Sorry, David.
EQ's chilling, mate. She's enjoying her melons. Thank you, everyone. Big up, Muslim. Yeah, like, honestly, it's going to end up bad. It's going to end up bad, and I'm not going to be a part of it when it does.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But make sure the police are aware, do you know what I mean? Like I said...
If people think I'm joking, I'm really not. Like, I've been violated on this app enough. Do you know what I mean? And people can say, oh, he's crying about... Like, honestly, you get one of your abusive parents or, you know, an abusive ex-boyfriend or whatever, get them up in the box, get everything, you're so laid bare, get someone involved in your marriage. Do you know what I mean? All for the sake of me having an opinion for an FYP show at R8. Literally. You know, it's like,
never trust a narcissist.
Corey is a diagnosed narcissist. Is he?
Yeah, he has been diagnosed. Well, that's what came out of his mouth.
He's been diagnosed with narcissism. Well, then why is anyone listening to him then?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Like, so we might as well watch Diageo on an FYP show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't cope. This is why I'm going to make fucking coffee. I can't wait. Flick the bean. I love you, Angela. Always.
Oh, we love you too, Zach. Thank you, Rachel.
I need to do something. I need to meet up with you.
Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
It would be hilarious. Absolutely.
Guys, can we get on the popular board, please? Let's go. Let's get on the popular.
Listen, how can I give receipts when it's a criminal case? This is real life, unfortunately. This is what people are going to start to realise, that TikTok is actually real life. So when people say it's not real life, that's not an excuse for abusive behaviour. Yeah, so if Zach the Brat has to be the one to start trailblazing again and set examples, I will.
Yeah.
And I'll be smug.
Guys, tap on the screen. Let's go on the popular, guys. We're going to start the FYP very soon by 12:30.
Are you on the popular?
Not yet, but then I got a banana, didn't I, on my main account?
Yeah. Did you know that if you haven't got a clip when on the report, that's someone's reported it? Normally, if you've got a clip, that's the AI picking it up. So if there's a clip of like the 30 seconds of where the report happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's no clip, that's AR?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's
a clip, it's the AI that's picked it up as a ban. And if there's no clip and you press play and it doesn't load, that's a report.
Oh, right, yeah. I get you. Oh, well, I'll have a look.
You're in a mental home. Oh, I wish I was. The meds are fantastic.
You'd have a break.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Last time I got I couldn't even get sectioned properly last time without everyone fucking on it. Do you know what I mean? And then I had to fucking call up a couple of see you next Tuesdays and be like, what are you doing? Oh, I thought you were lying. Why the fuck am I going to lie about being in hospital, you cunt? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think they're just trying to push you over the edge.
Yeah, like, listen, all this storyline, I ain't got time for storylines. Listen, all I've got to do is just fucking be a bitch. That's enough. I don't have to rely on storylines.
Yeah.
My opinions piss everyone off anyway. Why do I need to have storylines, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Again, projection.
I mean, I've had a couple of storylines. I'm not going to
I know you
lie.
have. You're a little shit for it. You're a
Yeah, but I admit to it. I'm not like the but story and all that. They always have storylines.
You've never denied it. That's what I mean. You haven't. The thing is with Ange, you haven't denied it.
No, I haven't said there isn't, and I can tell you which one is. And yeah, but there's been a couple. I'm not a big lover of storylines.
I mean, it's not like you fucking faked being in a coma, is it?
No, exactly. Not like AR. Bloody hell, that was AR, wasn't it?
Oh, I like these little chill lives with you, Anne. Rosalind, Sandra, Sammy, Susanna, Irene, Blue Eyes, Crimson, Ben, Aaron, Oh, if
thank you, Rachel, George, Scooby-Doo, Kelly, Kathy,
PayPal links in the bio as well. Send a £5 and I'll get myself a little...
Guys, if you're sending me WhatsApp messages, wait, because something wrong with my phone. There's water in it. It will dry
said,
out.
oh my God, she's had that T-shirt on for 3 days. Well, good for her. I'm glad. At least she's fucking getting her money's worth.
I'm saving my money, guys.
You know what I mean? I mean, not to mention the fact, God forbid a woman comes off for 45 minutes to do another wash and wear her favourite T-shirt again. You just never know. But the chances are is unlikely.
Yeah.
What's your favourite perfume?
I don't wear perfume. You know that, Zach.
What do you smell like then?
No, I like Chanel if I was to go out. I like Chanel. Yeah, I like Chanel. I like Dupe. Dupes are lovely. Have you smelled Dupe? That's nice.
Yeah,
I'm an old-fashioned kind of perfume, to be honest.
Yeah, Dupe reminds me of many a
Yeah, I'm an old-fashioned perfume person. An old, yeah, because they're all quite old, aren't they? But I like Dupe. Obviously, if I go out, put perfume on, but I don't.
3 days is an assessment period, not okay. Well, you go and do your mental health qualifications or whatever, regardless. Do you know what I mean? Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got my Chanel.
Mental health workers are in here, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
From Chanel to Dupe. Well, Dupe's a really nice smell.
It's all right. It just reminds me of like a couple of drug dealers I slept with back in the day.
Where's my... I managed to get my... I better put that up there, that sim, so I don't lose it.
Oh, I like Dior. Yeah,
Which one?
Dior. What's it called? Dior Pure Poison.
But I only wear perfume if I was to go out, and I've been out for ages, out. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, I won't bother.
I think my favourite I'll show you my poshest perfume. My ex got me this. It cost like fucking 500 quid. It's on Cosmic Cloud. Yeah, oh wait, I need a wait.
It's gone for a wee. I like good. I'm not a perfume person, though. Do you know what I mean? I'd only wear it if I go out, to be fair.
What do you smell like, Babalusha?
But I smell like Babalusha. But honestly, do you wear perfume? Just, I mean, deodorant or perfume? Not deodorant.
Yeah. I've got my Tom Ford, fucking fabulous. I put that on for bed. Because listen, if I'm gonna die, I want the paramedics to. I don't know if I could just die in my sleep. I always make sure I've got a fresh pair of pants on, a nice vest, and my hair's done. I always go to bed.
Ghost is nice. Yeah, I like Ghost as well. That's a nice smell.
You know, Tom Ford. Oh yeah, a bit of peach is nice. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. Yeah, I'm very much one of those.
Yeah, see, I don't wear perfume if I'm not unless I'm going out.
No, I wear it. I'd wear it all the time. I have to. You know, my mum always said.
Think of that, if you're to die with DIE in your sleep. I didn't even think of that.
You imagine you DIE in that T-shirt, Ange. That's your legacy. That's.
They'll need masks on.
Always dress like you're gonna die. Do you know what I mean? Like for real.
Do you remember when, when you'd have a shower and you'd put talcum powder on? Remember we always thought, I don't know, you're a lot younger.
There's something so comforting about talcum powder as well.
You always put talcum powder on. What was that?
You feel so clean. Like you do. I love talcum powder.
You don't still put it on, do you?
What's that?
You don't still put it on, do you?
If I shave my arse, yeah. Because obviously I'm a gay man and so presentation and grooming, so I've got not just a sausage shave, I've got a man cave as well, so I have to be like, So, yeah.
Talcum powder, did it smell nice? I can't remember.
Because what I've noticed being a live streamer, if I've eaten my hoop and I'm sat on live for ages, I get a stubbly bum, so it looks like a pincushion. So I have to talc it just to let it set in and a bit of pseudo cream. Listen, it ain't, being gay is not even just about loving another.
Isn't pseudo cream for babies?
No, it's nappy rash.
Nappy rash, for babies, no?
No, just rash on whatever.
I had a rash down on my bum once.
Well, yeah, use pseudo cream then.
Yeah. What causes a rash on your bum?
What causes it? Well,
you don't like weeing yourself too much. Because I have weed myself. Do you think that's why it causes a rash?
Yeah, that's what happened to babies, didn't it? They piss in.
And that's why they get a rash, yeah.
You piss yourself a lot?
Twice a week.
How often do you sit in your piss?
I don't sit in my piss. But
so once
if I wasn't going out, I would, be happy to sit in my piss. I love this woman so much. I don't care.
If I'm not going out, I'm happy to sit in my piss. How can you not love her? Like, how? MVP Leighton, I love you, mate.
The question is, when you've gone for a wee, it's probably different for a man, and there's no toilet paper, have you used a towel?
What, when I've gone for a wee?
Yeah, and there's no toilet. It might be different for a man, and there's no toilet roll, so you wipe yourself with a towel.
No, I just shake. I shake.
I did that yesterday. I had a towel still in the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's not in the... I did put it in the wash.
Yeah, no, I feel a bit too honest now, Ange. Sheila in the bathroom doing her skincare routine now, like... I dread the towel. I dread it. Why are we like this? What?
I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should get rid of that towel.
I can't. Oh, we can never lose to Lulu, ever.
Other towels.
Yeah, she's got other towels. What's she got? A Marks and Spenny. And she piss flaps.
I don't want my mum washing her, wiping her face with a towel.
Yeah, no. Don't blame me, to be honest.
Have you ever done that, gone out, Zach, and either pissed yourself or shit yourself?
Right, I'll tell you a story, and it was the most horrific time I ever had. So back in, big up Jonesy, big up Spud, thank you everyone. Back in the height of my addiction when I was sniffing a lot of narcotics, I went to I'd been up for 3 days and I was in like a grey onesie. And thank you, big up everyone. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Leighton. And I went to the pub to go and meet my friends, had a cider and had a quick pick-me-up. And then I was walking back to my flat in the city centre and my gut just dropped. And you know where you think, like, I need to fart? So I farted, but it was disastrous. And I was like, oh my God, I'm literally 2 seconds from my flat. Like, what the fuck? So I've panicked, sat on a wall because I'm in the city centre and everyone can see me, like, you know, behind. So I sat on the wall, not realising sitting on the wall is going to soak it in. I was like, shit. So I've had to rush back to mine, panicked, got in the thing, pressed the lift doors open, got in the lift. As I've got in the lift, turned around, this family's rushed in with a buggy and 4 of them.
Oh my God.
I'm at the back of the lift and the lift door's just shut and you can just smell the lift of shit. Honestly. And they were getting off after my floor. So I had to walk past the family with a shitty behind. It was all coming out the bottom, out my convert. Oh, mate. And then that was awful.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Did they say anything or laugh or nothing?
I think it was just more of a, no, you could smell the shit, guys. Like, there was no wrong from it. It was one of those ones where we were all just looking at each other and I was like, yeah, right.
Oh my God.
No one wants to smell anyone, do they? You know. What about you, Ange? Have you ever shat yourself?
Yeah, many times. I've gone to the park, walked the dog, come back really. I got IBS, stomachache, went in the car, drove home, and I had to sit down. It's gone up my back everywhere. And then you think, I hope the police don't stop me now. I hope the police don't stop. I was with my dad, he was driving actually. Oh, it went everywhere. Right up my back, it was smelled. It was proper diarrhea as well.
Oh, no, why are we having this conversation? There's me slagging everyone. Oh, you don't make content and we're just having a casual chat about diarrhea at 12 in the afternoon.
I have IBS, guys.
Yeah, that is what's the word? An illness.
It's an illness.
Exactly. If you all want to moan about fibromyalgia, you can all moan about IBS and all right?
Yeah.
No. Has Sheila ever shot herself?
I tell you what, the worst thing I've done, I've met this guy at a party.
Think about this.
Yeah, I will think about it. I met this guy at this party, right? Didn't know who him is for Adam. Went back to his house, and I had to, walking home, I needed to go to the loo, and I did piss myself. And I had this grey, and it went through the grey trousers. And when he went home, he said, if you got to meet my parents, because he lived with his parents. And he said, tell them that your name is Mary. And I'm thinking, I didn't think much of it. And I had to introduce, to his parents and everything. And I went to bed with those pissy trousers on. The next day, I said, can I borrow, I think I put his shorts on. And I said, I spilt beer down it. Oh my God. The next day I bumped into him, and he said he wanted to go on another date with me. And I was like, what? And I left my trousers at his house. It must have stunk like piss. Yeah, that was embarrassing, man, when you meet someone.
But why did he have to call you Mary and not Angie?
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. He must have been...
Big up. Everyone
he must have told his parents he's dating a girl named Mary.
Lucy Lockett. Thank you, everyone.
I was really drunk, though. I was a little bit stoned as well.
But why? I still want to know why.
How old was I? I was 49.
49? When was the last time you had a booyaka?
I'm kidding.
When was the last time you had a...
I don't know. It's been years, Data's sick.
Has it been years? Would you ever get yourself out there and go dating?
I'm quite happy on my own, man.
Would you not? Like, I could see like a delusive husband.
Delusive husband.
Yeah. You can imagine an old version of Ange. Could you imagine Ange in a couple causing carnage on the FYP?
Adult diapers. Oh, I'm happy on my own. I just think I got used to being single.
Yeah, no, same. I enjoy it.
I wonder if I should do a bit of content now and meet someone just for TikTok content.
Why don't we do it? I'll be a matchmaker. Well, I will go. We will go. I will pay for it. We'll give you a little makeover, shall we?
Yeah.
Put you a wig and we'll go and ask people on the street, would you hang her? Delusive dating.
Delusive dating. Oh my God, why don't we do it? We should do a speed dating set. We should. Well, is it the same though with your GAY speed dating?
Yeah, because then it makes us more diverse, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
you can do the straight and I can do
Would it be someone that goes with women and men then? Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to. What, you want about hooking me up?
Yeah.
Listen, you're crazy. Last time I slept with someone on the app, I got gonorrhea. Fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not a chance in hell.
At least it wasn't herpes.
Well, I don't care what it was. I've never had an STI in my life.
You know, my friend phoned me once and said, can I go?
Everyone calls me Zach the Clap.
I used to work in pharmaceuticals, and my friend phoned me and said, my husband's taking this medication. Can you tell me what it was? And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry to say this, but I think your husband's having an affair because it was for herpes. Yeah, he's taking herpes medication.
This is a cold sore, though, as well. It's not just STI. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Do you think it could have been for that?
Yeah.
But isn't it, wouldn't you get different medication for different areas?
Well, it depends what it is. Like, if it's like herpes of the hoop, then yeah, it's an STI. I mean, I'd rather have gonorrhea, to be honest, because you don't even know.
I wish you'd told me this at the time because I think she divorced him after that.
Do you reckon? No, you reckon a marriage?
Yeah, she left him.
No. No, actually, give it the most for a pharmacist. Yeah, hello. Your husband's got gonorrhea. I just thought I'd tell you, Mrs. Smith. Why, there's 2 types of herpes. The poor bastard probably only had a cold sore, and you have literally torn a family.
Yeah, she had a child. She's got a child now.
You're only meant to sign off exam.
Yeah, but although she did find a blonde hair, because she's an Asian woman, you see, she's Asian, right?
Okay,
she did find a blonde hair in her hairbrush. Where did that blonde hair come from?
No, okay. So that's herpes of the hoop then.
Yeah, where's that blonde hair? Some woman's used her hairbrush. And then once she found a CO in, can I say that word? In her bin.
A plastic.
She hadn't had sex with her husband for a year. So it wasn't her.
Are you lying now, Anne?
No, I'm serious. It wasn't the actual. See, it was a rapper of it. Yeah, she did. But then saying that she did stay with him until I said it was herpes. She did leave him after that.
Oh.
I didn't know that you could use the same medication for the lips. I thought they were different medications.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. She divorced him.
Yeah, she's making it up now, isn't she?
No, I swear, as God is my witness, as may God strike me down dead. That's
well, prove he exists then.
She really did. She
God
phoned me, I swear to God, and said, what's this medication? I said, oh my God, I hate to say this, but your husband's having an affair. It's for herpes. He's been cheating. And then she left him after that one.
No.
2 days later, she left him. But she did find the wrapper in her bin.
Yeah, no. So, like, do you know what annoys me is when I get disrespected so much, and then when I want to say I want to knock someone's block off, everyone has a go at me, and I'm just like, well, no, because you can't have a go at me and then not want me to knock you out. So shut up. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's a difference between saying it and doing it at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
it's not if you said, I'm going to go to your house.
I was disrespected at Beyonce the other night because I was pushed by this drunkard LMNOP, and he pushed me, and I said, don't do it again, mate. And then he was just giving me dirty looks, and he pushed me again, and I was like, okay, you know. Terrible.
Yeah, but the thing is, this threat that you made, people are saying about, these people supported a man that threatened me. So there you go.
Exactly. So shut up.
So how can they say anything? They didn't talk about that. They actually defended it.
If you can forgive Frankie for saying what he said, and I like Frankie, by the way, or Alex Brigham for what he said about his fit, then you can forgive me. So get over it.
Exactly. Who said the worst things?
Shut up.
That's why I can't even bother supporting people and saying, oh, that's wrong, you shouldn't have said that. No, you support it. You supported it with me. What, because you have a dislike for me, you want to support it? No, I'm not going to support you.
No. That's what. This is what I mean. Like, what they don't realise is they're killing their own shows. Like, the only FYP shows I genuinely enjoy is yours, EQs, and Sophie Bailey's. That's it. Like, you are my 3 main ones. The rest is just all built on fake and fuckery.
It's all built on us.
Yeah, but it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Like, you know, yeah, you do your storylines and all of that, but you've never denied it. Do you know what I mean? I think they're
fair though, Zach. I'm not gonna lie. I've only done 2 storylines. 2.
But
I've been on it 5 years.
It's
okay. Make that 3. That's all I've done. I swear to God, that's the only 3. But I'll come in. So they get a free pass, but they're always making storylines. But because they're not honest about it, they get away with it. I've 3 times I think I've done it.
But it's not even that. I think over time, because they think their audience is thick, over time people are going to start cottoning on. Like, you've been watching the same recipe and the same shit for the last few years. And then when you realise it is just a numbers game. Like, my show is fucking brilliant. It's brilliant. Yours is brilliant. EQ's is brilliant. She's fucking hilarious. I've got family members that watch EQ. Do you know what I mean? So when we're sat here on our numbers and then ours are up and down because people are changing the channel, aren't they? But then you watch the other ones and they're stuck on exactly the same for the whole duration of the show and no one's flicking. But they've got the personality of a tracing paper. Are you mad? Analytics never lie.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all
Yes.
smoke and mirrors. That's it. It's all smoke and mirrors because these types of people need the validation from their audience because there's not much that they have in their real life.
Oh, by the way, Zach, I think you're my only friend on here. I fell out with everybody on here. Luke, misread everybody. They fell out with me, to be fair, because of the Jay situation. They decided to defend Jay. Now, I know you like Jay, but however, that's between me and Jay, no one else. You know what I mean? So I want to fall out because of someone else, and I'm not. I don't want them in my life. In my life.
And Miss Red will say that, oh, prove that mermaid counts, not me. Do you know what, Miss Red? I know, you know, that's good enough. And
Miss Red trolled herself. You know, with her grandbaby. She edited it. She trolled her own granddaughter.
listen,
There's evidence of that.
They're going to be sweating. They're going to be sweating.
Really? Why?
Oh, yeah, sweating, mate, sweating.
Why have you got stuff on them,
3
Zach?
years in the making, mate.
Oh, have you got stuff on them, Zach? Tell us all. Okay, don't need to tell us.
He
but have
never
you?
tells his secrets. Are you crazy?
Okay, don't tell us the details, but have you got stuff on them?
Absolutely.
Oh, is it good though?
Absolutely.
Would it count?
Hello, G Crew, you legend. We love
G and G Crew.
No, I love G Crew.
I'm gonna say I like G Crew.
No, G's never done.
Yeah, I like G Crew.
I like G Crew. G Crew's never done anything to me.
Well, at least we like
Justice for
someone.
G Crew.
Oh, are this G Crew? Hey G Crew. I was gonna say I like.
Yeah,
G.
no, we like G Crew.
Yeah.
We like G
But
Crew.
I don't like any of the rest. The only people I like really is Zach. Yeah, I do like G Crew, but I like what's his name?
We need to get back on it, G. I miss you.
Tito. But that's it. The rest I don't like.
Has anyone listened to like Youngblood? Which one?
You know what? G Crew is a decent guy. You know, he really is. Oh, I like Pearl, yes.
Do you know what? I feel like a lot of people didn't like him because he said it how it was as well. But at the same time, like when I was watching him with his mental health as well, I could see it and it happens, you know.
Yeah, and I said Pearl. I like Pearl. Sam Walker, I like.
I had the best time with him in Benidorm. Like we legit had such a laugh. Like it was such a laugh. There weren't anything. Like there was no drama. Just what you see is what you got. Do you know what I mean?
You know who I don't mind? This will be a little bit of a shocker to
The
you.
fact is, me and G Crew spoke in Benidorm on a level as well, and that man, he had the opportunity to and never threw me under the bus. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a good person. I can see that in G Crew. Absolutely a good person.
Oh,
But
let
you
me
know
see.
who? This is going to be a shocker to people who I actually quite like. Have a guess.
Evil Queen.
No. No, I did like her. I'm not going to lie. I did like EQ. She turned on me.
Oh, Holly!
I had no issue with it. But, I didn't like the things she's come out with, but I did like. Okay, I took her with a pinch of salt. But you know who I do like? Darren G.
I don't know who that is really.
Oh, that's Sam Walker.
Oh, Darren G.
I don't mind him, you know, because he has the same morals as me about, you know, he's turned his life around, and I respect him for that.
Yeah, I think he's fit.
Oh, there's that as well. He does talk a load of sense.
I never
But
say
with
that,
Sam
'cause I
Walker,
would've
with a
been
Sam
a
Walker, though,
guy.
and Darren G, I don't get involved in all that shit. I'm not getting involved in any of that. Do you know what I mean? But however, I don't mind Darren G. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Holly, I'm going to message you back. Thank you, darling. We'll have all the £1. I love you, Holly.
Yeah, I like Sam and I like Darren. I just don't get involved in all the, you know, what they've got.
Where is
going
Sam?
on. Don't know.
What? Youngblood, the rapper, dedicated his new song, Zombie, to all of the nurses. Oh, my God. That man will literally... If you have a migraine, Youngblood, the rapper, will do a charity single for you. Can't cope.
I don't know where Sam is, guys. I've just heard what you have heard. I don't know. And I don't want to talk on him. Do you know what I mean? Because if people are saying what he's saying is true, I don't want to talk on him. I don't know where he is.
Can you imagine after the pandemic as well?
Yeah.
Zombie. Fucking hell, mate.
I just hope Holly, she's okay, because she is pregnant with the twins, isn't she? You know what I mean? I hope she's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't wish anything on anyone. I don't know anyone to... What are we talking
Oh
about?
my God, someone is saying about a plane crash.
Yeah, India to Gatwick.
India to Gatwick.
Yeah, happened a couple of hours ago, babe.
No.
Yeah, we spoke about this a couple of hours ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fake outrage.
What, they didn't survive, did they? Because no one survived? Did anyone survive?
You know what makes me laugh is the chances of dying in car crashed compared to a plane crash. And do you know how many plane crashes we've had? Everyone needs to keep a tab on the timelines of these plane crashes. A little bit
I
too.
don't understand why people say 54 British nationals, yeah? I don't care where they're from. They're still people. Where they're from, India, England, bloody America, they're still people.
No, because it's the numbers of Brits, this equates to what's going on in the world. Like, this is this is from India. So now India's involved, and it's not just I guarantee it's not a simple plane crash. Not at all. Bit too,
Really?
yeah, bit too.
I don't like conspiracy theories. I don't know.
This is a political move. This is the start of World War
Do
III.
you think so?
100%.
See, I don't know. I don't like conspiracy theories. I just sometimes think, well, maybe it just was a simple plane.
See, I'm all over conspiracy theories because when you've done your research, you realise how much is true. Look at the Epstein.
What do you think? Why? What's
Listen, I've known about Diddy for years. I've heard about Diddy for years. Do you know what I mean? It's like people will battle a creator on here knowing full well that he supplied Diddy young girls. And I'm not saying his name because I don't want to put my home and myself at risk, but everyone knows who I'm talking about.
Who?
A male rapper, but that's none of my business.
Who's a male rapper? Who's that?
I'm not saying it.
Does anyone know this male rapper? Best not to get involved.
Yeah, don't get involved, Dan. Don't even say it because a YouTuber was taken out because of it.
Someone said Jay-Z.
No, I wouldn't even say that. Just don't speak on it.
I'm just reading my comments. No, and guys, that's hearsay. We don't know that's true. So don't run with it. No one run with that, guys. We don't know whether that's true or not, guys.
Jay-Z, yeah.
No, I'm just reading the comments, but we don't know that's true. It's, you know what? Another thing, yeah, what I said yesterday, what's making me a little bit mad, that there's a rumor about Will Smith that he sold his son. We don't know whether that's true. And you know what? This is what they're saying is a rumor, and it could be a rumor. I don't see Will Smith.
Do you know what? Like, big up to everyone. Like, big up to Spud Bros and AG. Like,
We don't know whether that's true. Guess what, Zach? I read it in an article about the Will Smith son. Guess what? People were saying about Will Smith's son sold his son to this P. Diddy. And guess what I read in the articles? That the rumor is going around on TikTok. Yes, these people are making up these rumors about him.
Girly, you're gonna have to do your research, girly. It's all there, symbolism, layers. I'm not having
okay. Next question. What about? Please don't say this woman is involved because I can't see it on Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look into Oprah and the school for girls that she opened in Africa and how many girls went missing from that school and were trafficked. I've spent 10 and a half years working and researching on human and child trafficking. And let me tell you, you ask me any questions, I will give you information. I'll give you harbours. I will give you the fucking shipping container. Listen.
Yeah, but TikTok believe everything and anything.
It was one of my biggest documentaries that I wanted to make was on human and child trafficking. Like, it just breaks my heart. And it's really, there's more money in human and child trafficking than there is with drug and corn.
What the hell? Oh my God, I'm going to be careful because in case someone's
it's such a niche, dark, this is what I mean. Like, when you kind of wake up and you realise how fucked politics is and how noncy everywhere, and how the media manipulates the mind and all that. Once you start waking up and piecing it and doing your timelines, and
I get what you're saying, but I can't. Is it actual solid evidence? I can't believe Oprah Winfrey.
It's not even about believing it, but you've got to remember the world is a stage. I was in my career when I said I wanted to make my documentaries with BAFTAs. The trafficking one was going to be the last ever one I did because they don't want people talking about it. There's a film called The Sound of Freedom. Watch it. It took me 2 weeks.
Everyone believes I'm in this PLM server and I'm not. So how am I meant to believe anyone on TikTok? Do you know what I mean? That this Oprah Winfrey and all this is involved.
No, because you can do research. Like, TikTok gossip compared to trafficking's crazy. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, watch the Sound of Freedom.
Look how she dresses. She's got all this money. I just don't know.
Well, there's a thing like Naomi Campbell. Naomi Campbell's a madam. There's a thing called yacht girling. So, you know, people like Kylie Jenner, Gigi Hadid.
Yeah.
I think they earn their extra cash monies from because they go to Cannes Film Festival. They do high-end escorting. They do.
But then when you look at what's his name,
You get all the
Epstein.
Arabs and the sheikhs that come down, and you get 3.5 million. They will get a 3.5 million check to sit there and have an evening with Bella Hadid.
What? But then saying that when you look at Epstein, no one would have thought someone so famous and big, was into what he was into.
Well, there you go, and it's there right in front of you. You know,
The hell?
you have the head of the ring and these people that are on a list. It's the same shit, isn't it? It's like, oh shit. You know, look at private church. Yeah, private churches in America.
What about people are saying Beyonce as well?
I'm dealing with that. I am dealing with that, and trust me, that's not gone unnoticed. That's not gone unnoticed. But as a creator and someone who, you know, it's like having someone that's inspired you for years, and like R. Kelly crippled me really bad. It really.
Oh, R. Kelly, yeah, he's in jail now, isn't he? R. Kelly.
Like, I grew up with my mum listening to it, like, and just there's so much of R. Kelly's music that actually really gives me good memories, and I have to listen to it privately. It took me a while to separate, especially from a creative perspective. Like, to separate the person from the music is tough, especially when you've got so many monumental moments in your life.
For Winfrey, she's a woman. I'm not saying women can't be those.
Oh, Angela, piss off. Look at Myra Hindley. Get a grip.
No, I'm not saying that, but look how she's got money, man. She doesn't need any more money.
Yeah, but money and power, innit? Do you know what I mean? They've got each other by the short and curly.
She interviewed
how I
people
know
in prison.
TikTok works. Because
I don't think she's a woman.
They get shit on ya, like Epstein. Look at Epstein. Why did he get away with it? Because he had them all on camera. You know, the voice calls, the screen records, all of that. And then he's like, right, I want 10 million, otherwise everyone's going to know that you did this to Justin Bieber. And then it's just like, all right, I'll sign this. Okay,
so Justin Bieber has made this accusation, but he needs to come with evidence, doesn't he? The proof.
No, Ange. Not everything needs proof. Sometimes someone's...
Yeah, but it does. You can't just make an accusation about someone as big as da-da-da and then expect people just to believe it. He needs to come with evidence. He needs to come with proof.
I don't think a singular person needs evidence. I think...
Oh, no. That's probably why they're not in jail, because it's got no evidence. In court, if you've got no evidence, you're not going to go to jail. Look how many accusations people put on me. I'd be in jail if that was the case. We didn't have to go with evidence. So does he have proof as to what happened to him?
I think it's a lot deeper than
There's
that.
tapes. Someone said there's tapes of it.
Yeah, it's not just... What's my belief in the MJ allegation?
I didn't watch the news, you know, so
I think
I don't know
Michael Jackson's innocent. I think Michael Jackson's innocent.
Michael Jackson is innocent. Big up, Zach, yes.
The moment Michael Jackson called out Tommy Mottola and Sony, it was game over for him, because he was worth more dead than alive.
Yeah. I loved Michael Jackson. He was innocent, honestly. It was all about money.
It was Prince. Prince was another one. Prince fought against the system. Look at him. Look what happened.
I love Prince.
Whitney fought against the system. Clive Davis. Look what happened.
But she died of an OD, didn't she?
No. She was killed.
No, she weren't. She was found in the bath.
No, she was dead. She was.
No, you know what I believe with. What I believe with her, right? When
an artist dies, when an artist like Whitney Houston dies, do you know how much their back catalogue, when they die, will go up in stocks?
No.
At the moment, they get investors into that catalogue.
No, you know, people love a conspiracy theory. What I think with her is she could hardly talk, she could hardly walk, she couldn't do none of that. You could see she was heavily on drugs. You know, if she was sniffing when she was on stage all the time. She done drugs since she was 16 years old. You know, she was drinking all the time on these drugs. You could tell. She looked sick though. She looked sick. And when she died, I believe when she got into that bath, she didn't really know how hot that bath was because she was so much heavily on drugs, and she got those burns. And she died. I do feel it was the drugs, because you could see she was on drugs. She was sick. And I even saw when she was on an interview, her last interview, I think it was an interview or performance, I thought, she's not going to go long. She's not going to make it long. She's going to die soon, I thought to myself.
But
look at the state of her.
If you watch the video,
you can't say she was unalived. She did that to herself. No, she did that to herself, Whitney Houston. You could see she was heavily on drugs. I thought to myself, she's not going to last long. Look at her. She was like, she was skinny. Her eyes couldn't open. She lost her voice. She could hardly walk. She looked like an old woman.
There's a video of her the night before she died, right? And it was a Grammys press party. And she goes in, big up everyone, thank you. She goes into the press room, and you've got Brandy, Clive Davis, and I can't remember who else was sat. And she came in, and everyone was surprised that Whitney was there. And you can hear the audio, and she goes, "They tried to get me," and she passed a note to Brandy, and the back of her hair is all wet, and they looked like they'd seen a ghost. And that was the night that they were meant to kill her, but they'd done it.
No, I don't think she. I think she OD'd. I really do. But you know what was?
Honestly, do your research. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, but Zach, you know what was odd is that her daughter died the same way she died.
Why do you think, Angela? Because her daughter was the heir to her dynasty and her fortune. Yeah. So Clive Davis couldn't touch it because she had
but somebody's in prison though if they thought that.
No.
Everything went to jail.
No, the superintendent. The superintendent would have got a check for $100,000. Are you crazy?
I don't. You know what?
America is the most corrupt.
Yeah, but Zach, I would believe you. But the only reason I don't believe you is because I remember her last interview or performance. I can't remember. And I even said to myself, she's not going to last long, this woman. She looked terrible. She looked like she was dying.
Oh,
she was skinny. But once that she was skinny, she couldn't walk. She could hardly talk. Her eyes are all puffy, black. She looked like a skeleton. And I thought, this woman is drugged up to the max. And I just knew she wasn't going to last long. And then
it sounds like you're describing me, skinny.
Yeah, but I do believe she died from an OD. I do.
Where are my cigarettes?
Because I even said she was going to die this way. I thought to myself, she's going to die this way.
No, I think she was pushed. Like, I genuinely think
Michael Jackson. I knew he wasn't going to last long. He looked ill. He didn't look right. His manager, the problem with Michael Jackson, his manager pushed him to do all these concerts because all the shit that came out of him, right, that sold out in England. I think it was in Britain. And my dad even said, he's not going to last, he's not going to do these shows, he'll die. And he died. Obviously not because of him, it was his doctor, but he looked ill.
Them goddamn managers.
Big up Michael Jackson. Can we have some hearts from Michael Jackson?
But
Michael Jackson was unalive.
Yes, well, let's go. Is that the Bradford Daily?
From that doctor, he was, yeah. There's evidence of that, isn't it? He went to jail, did he not?
No, but it's so corrupt. That's what I mean with Hollywood. Like, you think like the dailies and the weeklies and TikTok and Gifted, like when it comes to millions of dollars, just look how savage it is on here and how many of us get fucked over and dirty tactics people play. Imagine what that's like tenfold in Hollywood.
Guys, one second. I'm not saying about the rest of the people. All I'm talking about is Whitney Houston. That I believe, no, Zach might agree with me, disagree with me, that's fine. But I think she did have an OD because of her behaviour, the way she looked. I even said to myself...
Thank you, Ray. Big up for the treasure box.
I said it to myself, she's going to die soon because of the way she looked, her behaviour. She was drugged up to the max.
Yeah,
it was so sad to see. I believe that woman did not... She died.
There's handler. You've got handlers in Hollywood. People.
But the rest of them, I don't know.
Like people that are around you, feeding you your medication. You don't like if you're on a busy schedule, right? And you've got private jets and your performance. You've got people around you, right? It's 5 o'clock. Take these meds. All right, thank you. Down them. You don't know what you're taking. You're having that trust in those people that they're giving you a paracetamol, but in fact they're giving you lithium. But you don't have a clue.
That I agree with it because
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with them. When you go to a party, you don't take that drugs, but you're now taking them because everyone's happy, everyone's buzzing, everyone's on a high. Parties, they're all on the table, they're all there, you know, where you can just take it. Do you know what I mean? All readily available. Oh, yeah.
At the same time, I think if you've ever had your drink spiked or been assaulted, you'll kind of know that it's not as straightforward as that. Do you know what I mean? It's all
like Scientology, Zach, though. Everyone in Hollywood wants to be a Scientologist because of the money. And Tom Cruise is it. Will Smith wanted to be it. They're not. I don't think he did. But so because it's like you get the word around, isn't it?
I don't think he did. Listen, babe. He popped up on a couple of UK pages and he's a flavour of the month. Listen, I still call Will Smith out for his bullshit. Listen, come on now.
I just don't see it in Will Smith, though. I don't. I don't think he sold his son. I don't. I think it's a rumour, which said on the article, there's a rumour on TikTok. It actually named TikTok as a rumour going around about him. I don't believe it.
I'm just proud of the creators that are involved and given the opportunity that they have been given. I'm proud of them. But me personally, if I was offered that, I would have declined.
I'm sorry, and I'll say this, I don't believe Will Smith.
It's heartbreaking watching people I love sell their soul. And I'm seeing it happen in front of my very eyes, and I promised myself I'd never do it. And it's happening. It's happening. And it's been happening for a while because it's not that I'm not the first person that's been approached. I'm doing something tomorrow and on Saturday, but I signed that a year ago. Do you know what I mean? Before I was waking up. So
Someone said he went to the Diddy party, but people probably didn't know who he was. You know what he was
you're
about.
going to be seeing a lot of American celebrities on UK soil soon, trust me, because I've been approached as well and I've turned down a lot of stuff, and I turned down with something with Paris Hilton recently as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's Paris Hilton done?
I can't say. I've just declined. I love Paris Hilton, but I've just declined for my soul's purpose.
What? I like Paris Hilton.
I do too.
Yeah, but what the hell's she done? She hasn't done anything.
It's just, why would I decline? Because I just don't want to be in that environment. I don't trust it. Whoever controls the media controls the mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for the gifts.
I do agree with some things, like what you were saying.
I've shocked myself because young Zach that used to do Spice Girls routines in front of Top of the Pops and that used to love the pizzazz and the idea of being famous, and over the last 2 years I've gone off it because it wasn't just that I wanted to spread a message, but at the same time I've stepped back and I've watched the media, and this is an industry I've wanted to go in, and then when you make connections, when you dip your toe in and the stuff that you see, that's enough for me. When I see how people move behind the scenes just on TikTok, and then I sit there and I think, hang on a minute, I'm getting big, but at the same time, and I'm like, I don't want to be around this, because if I have to get bigger and it means people are going to move worse up, my soul ain't going to allow it. So I'd rather just live a humble life. That's it. Spiritually, I'm doing it spiritually for spiritual reasons. That's it. Spiritual reasons, You wouldn't criticize someone's religion, so don't. I do like Beyonce, but at the same time, I'm taking a step back as well. But I still need to feed my soul with stuff that I remember makes me happy. I still sit there and watch Beyonce and like. But in that moment, I put it past me and I just watched the lights and the rigs and the music and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
But after Act 3, it's probably not. Oh, trust me, I do my sage, I do my little rituals before I go.
So what was Beyonce involved in?
Well, because obviously she's linked to Jay-Z and Jay-Z was P. Diddy's best friend. But at the same time, with Beyonce, I could be kidding myself. But I'm sitting here thinking, when people say about women and especially on the app, it's very female dominant focused. When a woman is in an abusive relationship or has been groomed for so long, especially in an industry like that, and you're in too deep, sometimes you have to play it very smart and play a game yourself. So I'm kind of in my delusional head, I'm hoping that she's going to be that bitch, because she did help Cassie when P. Diddy was doing that, and Diddy don't like Beyonce. He hates her. There's a video of him telling her to take her fucking hat off at the Grammys. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like she's played the game. She has been that boss bitch, and she's moved, and then she's going to pull the plug. Do you know what I mean? She's worked too hard to let that man take everything. And she's like, I knew what was going on, but I had to protect me and my kids, because there was a reason that fight happened in the elevator. And then you've got to remember there's billions of dollars at stake. So when there's money involved, people die. So she has to protect herself. And that's the delusion I'm going with.
Just because you're linked with someone doesn't mean you're involved, though, does it?
Exactly. And if I was in an abusive relationship and I had to get out quietly and there was millions of dollars involved, trust me, I've had to put on Oscar-winning performances and go along with stuff that I find sickening.
If there was a lot of money involved, what would you do?
If there was honestly, for me, I can't be bought. You can't put a price on me. For me, I'm rich in so many other things. Cash means nothing to me because I've had it before and I've lost it before. Legit. Not a price. If you said, here's $10 million, do this. No, what, you think I can be bought? You're mad.
I can be bought. Send the gifts, guys.
I'd rather people know me for credibility and be like, all right, yeah, fairs. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather set an example than go along with a sheep just to have a quick cash fix and live
Do you believe the rumours about Michael Jackson?
No. No, I think that was the smear campaign.
Yeah, I do as well.
That was a smear campaign because you got to remember he bought the Beatles back catalogue as well, and the Beatles back catalogue's worth millions of dollars, and he owned his own masters as well. That man was worth billions. That is hit on his head. That is someone that's like, all right, well, I can't invest in your money, make money off of it, so I'm going to destroy it for you and tarnish your reputation. A lot.
Yeah, I don't. People say that why did he accept money from that boy then? Sometimes it's just an easier way out than having to take it to court and
Well, especially in America as well. It would have cost him more going to trial than it would be to pay him off.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Because you got to remember, a trial could take anything in America like a year to fucking 10 years to find a trial. There's a waiting list. You know what I'm saying?
How did you know Epstein? What did he do? It was trafficking, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was like a pimp.
Was it to do with children or was it to do with...
Yes. Like teenagers on a private island.
And he said he's got a list, doesn't he, of people?
Like Oprah, like particular people going to this island. Yeah, Aaron Carter was unalived as well.
What the hell? So these people involved, are they peddlers then?
Can a real victim be bought? No. No. I truly believe that if a victim is taking money, you were never a victim. Because your spirit wouldn't allow it.